Hello, today I will be discussing the details of my program and why I believe it will provide its participants with the support they need to fulfill their goals. The main concept is improvement of eating habits through increasing participants' nutrient quality from whole foods, which thus will create desired body composition changes and support athletic performance for CrossFit gym members all over. According to the USDA, about three-fourths of the population has an eating pattern that is low in vegetables, fruits, dairy, and oils. While over half of the population is meeting or exceeding total grain and total protein food recommendations, they are not meeting the recommendations for these subgroups. According to the World Health Organization, in 2016, over 1.9 billion adults were considered overweight. Of these, over 650 million were obese, a number which has tripled from 1975 worldwide. The National Health Objectives for 2010 rank obesity among the top 10 leading health indicators as it increases the risk for type 2 diabetes, hypertension, dyslipidemia, cardiovascular disease, respiratory problems, certain cancers, gallstones, osteoarthritis, and lowers the overall life expectancy. CrossFit founder and CEO Greg Glassman is aiming to change this epidemic. With the program's high-intensity, constantly varied functional workouts, it has improved the health of many worldwide who were previously overweight or obese and dealing with chronic diseases. He has stated he believes gaining more participants in this program could help end chronic disease. It is clear the program has made many changes to the lives of those all over. However, many are still struggling to improve their nutritional habits despite working tirelessly in the gym. There are many participants who still exceed the recommendations for added sugars, saturated fat, and sodium in their diet. Participants in the sport of CrossFit helps to decrease one's risk of chronic disease, but implementing better nutritional habits is the critical complement to a well-developed exercise program. Our program helps women and men of CrossFit improve their weight composition through changes in nutrient balance, increasing whole food intakes, and advancing their athletic performance, helping to teach those in need to shop, cook, and prepare foods to increase their access to balanced meals with real ingredients. Through providing tips and strategies relating to food preparedness, we can not only help these individuals reduce their weight, but improve energy levels, mood, mobility, and overall quality of life. The goals of this program will be to provide educational opportunities for the men and women of CrossFit to effectively plan and cook more meals at home, which follow the USDA standards through the utilization of MyPlate. Members will learn how to purchase more fresh produce they can cook and prepare for meals and snacks in order to better meet these standards. Through this, they will begin to increase their whole food intake, obtain more nutrients throughout the day, and ultimately improve their body composition and athletic performance and recovery mechanisms. Through consuming more lean meats, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and low-fat dairy, they will begin to decrease the amount of food purchased, kept, and consumed, which are high in saturated fats, sodium, and added sugars. This program is developed to be feasible and sustainable for participants to continue health habits in a variety of social contexts, including holiday parties, events, and going out to eat in restaurants. Ultimately, it is a lifelong change in their perception of food and meal development. This program utilizes multi-intervention strategies supported by theories such as the trans-theoretical model, social cognitive theory, and socio-ecological approach. Through motivational interviewing in the initial phase, I will be able to identify each person's largest determinants and areas in need of change. Does the person lack time in their schedule, or do they not feel confident with cooking and shopping? Utilizing principles from the trans-theoretical model, such as increasing each person's decisional balance to make these changes or create stimulus control in their home to promote consumptions of more fruits and vegetables, are just a couple examples of what makes this program unique from others. The grocery list template is a tool utilized in my program to help guide participants to make more structured food choices while grocery shopping. It outlines the My Plate food groups and is part of the activities to help ensure they continue to shop for foods in each category. Above is the logic model, which is the blueprint for the development of my program. The activities I plan to include involve meeting with and discussing current dietary patterns with clients. I want to ask them about the structure of their meals and assess where needs are not being met. Being able to determine where the biggest boundaries lie in improving their eating habits will be critical for me to understand ways in which to best help them meet their goals. We will walk through Peapod, which is an online grocery shopping webpage, as an activity to practice how to go grocery shopping. I want the individual to provide me with 3 foods from each of the USDA food groups, and together we can discuss how we can integrate them into meals throughout the day. The final activity will be to work together in establishing structured meal times. This can often be a large boundary for many people. Many forget to eat throughout the day or have occupations with busy schedules which limit their ability to sit down and eat. I also want to get participants in the habit of structuring their meals around their workout schedule. Being able to adequately fuel for their workout and consume foods which promote optimum recovery. The short, intermediate, and long-term outcomes reflect on what the activities will aim to achieve throughout implementing my program. Through my evaluation questions, I will be able to further assess the effectiveness of its implementation. Here you can see CrossFit has changed the lives of so many, helping to provide them with the environmental, social, and educational support they need. My program will emulate this structure, but pertaining to adequate nutritional guidelines from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. My hope is to change the lives of many who have been struggling with their weight despite the hard work they put in daily. Making small steps can create the necessary changes to a more sustainable and healthier lifestyle, which will make a significant difference for the lives of many people. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my program, and thank you for listening.